What is going on, YouTubians? Travis Blackwell here for a first series episode of my live comm of some crazy shit that's happened to me in my life. I'm going to make it a live comm on this one. Had a real good search and destroy gameplay last night, but I don't know, somehow I effed it up and lost it. So this is a story about the time that I was investigated into a suspected illegal activity that turned out to be nothing more than Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. That's right. I did catch a charge from this and spent a night in jail and yada yada whatnot. But I'll just take it here from the top. I figured I wanted to set the bar high with a quality story first and something you guys could really laugh at. Yes, I was investigated to suspected illegal activity. I was suspected of dealing drugs, and it turned out to be nothing more than Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a gun game knife play. Or gunplay. Fuck. Gameplay. Blah, blah. Any hoozle. Alright, so, as soon as I was 18, moved out, me and a really good friend of mine got an apartment. It was just, dude, great times. I think he was working at Applebee's. I was cooking food at an old folks home. Laugh at you, Will. This old folks home, man, I had like a 50 spice rack, and I couldn't use anything. I couldn't even put salt and pepper on food because of the old folks. But any hoozle, we, met some new friends. This is when we just moved up here to Indiana.
Fucking nigger.
Oh yeah, that guy likes me knifing. We moved up here and, met some new friends and, got back into playing cards because down in Florida, before we moved up here, we were real big into, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. So we got a bunch of our friends into it because they played, a lot of them played Magic, but they didn't really play Yu-Gi-Oh! We got them into Yu-Gi-Oh! And, it was great times. We'd come over after work and basically just sit at the dining room table and fucking, do duels, drink, maybe smoke a little bit of what, and have a good time indoors, not hurting nobody. It was great. After about a good 6 months, everybody acquired as much cards as we had, and we had binders full of cards, just binders and binders full of cards, 3-inch binders full of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic cards, as sad as it was. But yes, I did get laid in high school, by the way. So we'd have binders of cards, and they'd accumulated that much too. So when they came over, instead of carrying binders in, they'd put everything in their backpacks. So like everybody was walking in, 5, 6, 7 people deep. Sometimes just backpacks. Turns out we had an off-duty cop that lived next door to us that was from a different town, but of course he was really good friends with most of the cops in the town we lived in. But he apparently had no life and wasn't playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or video games or anything. But apparently he liked to peep out his peephole at me and watch the traffic that came in and out of my house. And basically he started thinking that I was dealing. He passed the information along to his buddies in the town that we lived in, and then they started an investigation on me. It ended up leading to the fact that one night we were leaving to go over to another friend's house. We had our cards and stuff, of course, and noticed 2 cops behind me as I was getting on the interstate. Of course, I ended up getting pulled over right after I got off of the exit, because I got on one exit to get off at the next one. It's a small town. But any hoozle.
Yeah, he tried to knife me. I just like.
Yeah, they're lucky I'm doing a live comm. But any hoozle. I'm saying any hoozle. But yeah, we fucking got 2 cops behind me, and I knew it was happening. Get pulled over. At the next exit I get off. The reason they told me they pulled me over is I crossed the berm line twice. Now I knew I had 2 cops behind me, and they're gonna say I crossed the berm line, whatever, twice. But my back seat unfortunately was full of trash, and they supposedly showed me a joint that they found in my back seat, which was a load of hooey. There was no joint in my back seat. I swear to God, telling you the truth, there was nothing in my back seat. They basically get us in cop cars, and they say, okay, now we want to search your apartment. And, yeah, so they take us back to the apartment. They show me a list of things, like A, B, C, and D, whatever. And they were trying to get me to allow them access to my apartment without a search warrant. And I basically told them to go to hell, we'll go to jail, and you can wake a judge up, whatever. Because this was at midnight or whatever. So, go to jail. They search my apartment. I had actually had another car there. And after 2 or 3 hours of sitting in the fucking jail cell, they had me and my buddy separated. They bring me out and they asked me where the keys were in the other car, and I'm like, actually I don't know where they are in the apartment. And they said, well, we'll just break the window. You know what we're looking for. And I'm like, I think it's unlocked if you just open the door. And it actually was unlocked. So they searched that too. I ended up getting busted for, I think, honestly, a joint or two. That's, 1 or 2 grams of marijuana. Ended up, probation, etc., some other stuff. But, I'm proud to say I haven't been in trouble other than a speeding ticket and a parking ticket since then. And fuck, man, this was back in 2003, man. This is a long time ago. But, yeah, so they tossed my apartment, and because I wouldn't let them search, they tried to stick me with everything they could. They gave me for, like, a possession and excessive paraphernalia. But, yeah, basically that's the time that I was investigated too. Me and my buddy were investigated too for a suspected illegal activity of dealing drugs, and it turned out to be nothing more than kids having good, clean fun, playing cards. Yes, we might have been smoking some marijuana at times, but we were indoors, not hurt nobody, went to work. Yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. You can laugh at that all you want, but yeah, again, Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh, y'all. Well, that's all I got. I'm out of here. Grow a beard for fuck's sake.